What's going on, Collider Games fans? I'm Caboose, and today what I got for you guys here is my review for Devil May Cry 5. Now, I've played the Devil May Cry games before, and I am pretty well versed in the series. I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore fan. If there was a trivia night on Devil May Cry, I would probably be the least good at it. But I've played the games and understand kind of what's going on here. So when I was coming into Devil May Cry 5, I really wasn't expecting much. I was just thinking it was going to be alright, a decent amount of fun, but holy smokes, I walked out playing Devil May Cry 5 and enjoying every single second of it. The gameplay is addicting. It is so much fun. So in the game, you play as 3 different characters. You play as Nero, who is coming back from the previous game, a brand new character in V, and then of course, Dante is back as well. All 3 of these characters are ridiculously badass. The one that I was having the most fun with was V. He has some really cool abilities that you can string together with these 2 animals that you control. You got to work from a bit of a range with him, and then inevitably you can call in this giant monster that just attacks people on his own. He is such a cool character, a very welcome addition to the Devil May Cry franchise, and definitely out of the 3 characters you can play as in this game, the one that I was having a blast with. It is so much fun in this game to be building up your combo, and you see that letter start to get higher and higher to the point where you get your combo to an S tier. It feels amazing. Each and every encounter that I was getting in, I was doing my best to make sure, first of all, I wasn't getting hit, and I was stringing different attacks together to build that combo higher and higher until you inevitably get to that S tier, which feels so satisfying when you do. There's also some great boss battles in Devil May Cry 5 that I had a lot of fun with. Depending on which character you're playing as, of course, you got to utilize all those skills at your disposal, all the different things that you have available to you to take down that boss, dodge and get out of their way to avoid getting hit. It feels so good. Everything about this game in the gameplay standpoint is absolutely flawless, completely perfect. The level design is great. Everything looks super colorful during some missions that you'll play through. And overall, from a graphical standpoint, Devil May Cry 5 is an absolute triumph. This game looks so good. It is absolutely performing at its peak on the Xbox One X, which is where I was playing this game. And it looks damn good on that console. I guess if there were certain things that I had to critique, the camera at times gets a little bit harder to control. You know, when there's a lot of enemies on your screen and you're zipping from one to another, it can get a little crazy. It can get a little hard to follow. And the story does leave a bit to be desired, but it's hard to really critique the story because it's so crazy, it's so out there, and they completely embrace that tone in Devil May Cry 5. They do not shy away from being absolutely ridiculous at times, and I can appreciate the hell out of that. Pun intended. The best way to describe Devil May Cry 5 is that you don't really know how much you need it until you start playing it. I wasn't anticipating it much, I wasn't looking forward to it much, but the moment I picked up the controller and started playing this game, I could not put it down. I really stayed up late playing Devil May Cry 5. I was enjoying it that much. Anything that can get me away from Apex Legends must be considered a triumph in every way. So Devil May Cry 5 did exactly that for me, and I cannot praise it enough. I know it's going to sound weird because I'm younger, I'm only 21 years old, but back in the day when I was even younger, we had a lot of games like Devil May Cry 5. A linear story, sort of hack and slash, but of course you still can perfect the combat if you wanted to master it. And you would just run through and have a blast for a couple of hours each day until you completed the story. And if you want, there's a mission select, so you can run through and perfect missions, maybe try and get an S ranking or a double S ranking in some of them. There's a lot of skill points and things to upgrade for your characters, and you can absolutely run through and collect a bunch of orbs to do so for your character. It is so great. There are a lot of hours to log into Devil May Cry 5, and I'm going to go high on this one. I'm giving this game a 9.5 out of 10. That's right. The only thing that's holding it back, the only thing that stopped me from giving it that perfect 10 is that, like I said, the camera can get a bit wonky at times. The story leaves a bit to be desired, but it's hard to critique this game a lot because it's so well crafted. But that's it. That's my review of Devil May Cry 5, and now I'm going to kick it to you guys. Have you had a chance to play the game yet, or are you looking forward to it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed my review, a positive rating would be appreciated, and you can subscribe to the Collider Games channel for more gaming coverage. I've been Caboose, and I'll see you guys later.